Okay, so these are easy peasy stuffed mushrooms, but I have to tell you that here's my chicken. You can see how it is, and I took a bite, and so good. Mr. Picky, who does not eat mushrooms, eats this. So, okay, so I had a lot of extra mushrooms left over, so I said, let me just do a quick tutorial on how to do stuffed mushrooms. So I just got a small pan here, and when you clean the mushrooms, the easiest way to do it, and again, wanted to make it easy for you, when you clean the mushroom, take your spoon and scoop it like this, because you want to get in there to stuff everything. So I pulled out two, always use a teaspoon, and just go directly all the way around. What I do is for the amount of mushrooms that I use, I cut off the junky bottom of the stem, and then I put the rest of it in the Cuisinart. Or you can use a chopper, or you can use your blender. Again, a lot of my recipes are the same base, so this is my base again. A shallot, this has 4 cloves of garlic and fresh parsley, a handful. I have the butter here. We're gonna saute this. So I'm gonna put this up a little bit. Again, so what I have here is a half a stick of butter and like maybe a tablespoon of olive oil. And you want to cook this down again so that you want to have the fragrance come out. So that is what's going to flavor your mushroom. So I'm going to cook this for a little bit. Now what the basic ingredients are for a stuffed mushroom also, forgot to pull this out, is you don't have to do this, but again, it's what I like to do. I put paprika on the top, if I can find it in here. There it is, of course, all the way in the back. So what you're gonna need for your mushrooms is butter. Bring your chicken broth out. Any Italian will tell you the best breadcrumbs are seasoned 4C. Locatelli, gotta do locatelli. This for the end, but I don't go too crazy with the salt and pepper because again, the cheese is going to be your salt in the recipe. So see, this is all marinating through. Can I see the inside of the pan, babe? So you can see how it's a little, yeah, just stay here. You can see how it's a little bit thick. Say this is cooked for about 7 minutes. Here are the stems. And that is going to be your stuffing with the breadcrumbs. Oh, it's now really smelling good. And again, it looks thick, you know, but what's going to happen is also when you put the chicken broth in, it's going to not make this look so pasty, and you'll see what happens. So again, say that this is the miracle of cooking, another 10 minutes that goes by. Bring this up. I'm going to add some chicken broth. The hard part with me, with I cook, I'm not a measurement person. I'm this, that, this, that. So here, I'm just going to put enough so that it's going to make it easier to stir. See, now you can really see it on the inside. Say this is going to cook. You want it to come back up to a boil again, which will probably take about 2 minutes or so. Figure this came to a boil, and then this is what I do. So for the size of this pan, again, it was 1 shallot. You can use 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, depending on what you want, but make sure it's really fine. I take another good hand of locatelli. Gonna mix this again through. Oh my God, it smells so good. And you might sometimes see with the locatelli, it makes like little clumps. Just stir it down, smash it with the spoon. Again, and just the smell is incredible right now. So you can see now how it's a little bit on the thicker side when I move the pan. I want to add a little bit more chicken broth. Don't be afraid, chicken broth is always your friend. Never use water because it's going to take the flavor out. I would cook this a little bit more till it came to a boil. 4 C's. Again, I don't measure. You can tell by consistency. And I just basically put it in here. So I do a little bit at a time and just incorporate it with what your mixture is. And I can tell you, Terrence, tell them how good it smells. Terrence, tell them how good it smells.
It smells very good.
So you can see now, okay, come in closer, babe. So you can see now, see how it's still like a little liquidy? You don't want that because you gotta realize that this is gonna go into your mushroom. So I'm gonna do a little more. You want it to be thick again, like a paste. Oh my God, it smells so good. See, it's still kind of runny like that. Again, little at a time is better. And you keep mixing. And you gotta make sure you really incorporate the breadcrumbs because you don't wanna get a mouthful of dried breadcrumbs. Tastes crappy. Okay, so now, yep, this is better, you can see. And what's gonna happen also is that it's gonna thicken up as it sits there. So I'm gonna see how it works trying to, I'm gonna put these down like really low. This should start thickening up as it's sitting here. And then what I do, I find it really easy. Clean teaspoon. I use a teaspoon. And I literally scoop into the mushroom. Now it's cooking, so now I'm gonna take it off. See now, see how it's thick? See how it piles up like that? That's what you want. So you want it to be able to be staying in the mushroom and not falling out all over the place. Easy peasy. And you know what's even better too, is that as these are cooking, the mushrooms also are gonna make a juice that's gonna be on the bottom of the pan. And this garlic, butter, shallot combo is gonna be down there as well. I'll just do a few more. You just stuff them in. I like, you don't have to, I actually like putting the paprika on top. You can also, if you want, another option is to just put a half a lemon in there. I like it after. I just feel like it really adds to the taste. And then I just take the paprika and I do a little bit. And then what I would do, I throw it in my air fryer for like 8 minutes under broil. You'll know when these are done, when you'll see the top get kind of crusty and you'll see it getting round around there. Let them sit for a couple of minutes. And then if you want, top off with fresh lemon, but I'll show you what they look like after they're done. So we'll see you soon. Thanks. Stuffed mushrooms, air fryer, 8 minutes. Look how beautiful these are. So, steaming hot as you could tell, but of course, Trish needs a taste test. Maybe I can convince my husband to have a taste test. No. So I don't like putting the, are you looking at the plate? Okay. I don't like putting all the lemon juice all over the top unless you're gonna eat it right then and there. You don't want the breadcrumbs to get soggy. So we're gonna try one of these. You don't have to do lemon, I like lemon. And we're going, ooh, look at that. That looks delicious. And you can see also that the mushroom cooked. So we're gonna, really, really good. So this is great if you have extra mushrooms you want to do that, you know, make all those mushrooms. Another thing you can do, and this is just using breadcrumbs, parsley, garlic. You can also use a can of minced clams. So as I was cooking everything in the shallot, the garlic, the parsley, throw in a can of minced clams with the juice in the can. Don't cook it that much because again, they're gonna get like rubbery. That's another way I make them delicious. So you have options. You can put that in or you can just do it the breadcrumb way. So that's that. Next recipe, baked clams, but we're gonna cheat with the baked clams. Manja, thanks.